Chapter 1. Let's check it out. To our employees, this coming weekend, Rolling Meadow Lumber Company will be offering its support to our local national public radio station in its annual fundraising drive. We will be lending our telephone lines and other facilities to the station. We hope supporters of the station, amongst our family of employees, will join us in working the phones. We will have 12 phone lines to answer for 12 hours on each day. Volunteers can sign up for blocks of 2 to 4 hours on each day. We will greatly appreciate your participation and provide a buffet lunch. To register to participate, please contact the Human Resources Department. Sincerely, Melissa Pearl. Exercise 1. Dear Mr. Baker, my husband Stan was involved in a serious automobile accident this weekend while he was on a business trip in Seattle. The good news is that he is doing well, but he will be hospitalized in Washington for a few weeks before he is stable enough to return to Pennsylvania. I am requesting a 3-week unpaid leave of absence to be with him while he recovers. I would be away from the office beginning Friday, July 1st, and would return on or about Monday, July 25th. As always, I'm concerned that our department maintains its usual high level of efficiency and quality. I have already brought my colleagues up to speed on my important projects and will be available by phone in case of an emergency. Thank you for your consideration. Sincerely, Esther Morgan. Exercise 2. Negotiation is communication aimed at settling a matter. If you can't communicate, you can't negotiate. But don't think of communication as being the achievement only of a great speaker or writer. The level of communication skill needed for negotiating is only enough to make your position understood by another person. An advanced vocabulary is an asset to an essayist or professor, but it isn't going to make a difference in a business negotiation. Most business dealings are best done in simple, easy-to-understand language. You will get the point by comparing which of the following 2 sentences is easier to understand. I can't allow myself to experience an excess of expenses over revenues as a result of accepting your offer. Or, I can't accept this job on your terms because I will lose money. Exercise 3. As head of special collections for the University Library, I'm pleased to let you know about our plans to ensure the library continues to meet the ever-changing needs of our users. Last year, the library received a record 2 million visits. While this is wonderful, it also causes damage to our resources. Students and graduates come, not only to use the books, but to view online journals, e-books, museum objects, and works of art. With more than 35 kilometers of special collections and increased interest in them, extra support is required to help cope with this growing and changing demand. We have established the Library Foundation Fund to help us build on 400 years of collecting and to use the technological opportunities to make our collections more fully accessible. I would be delighted if you were able to make a donation to support the fund. The collections are here for you, and with your donation, will be here for future generations. Exercise 4. Very often, it appears that ecotourism is just about wildlife. Tourists appear generally to be more interested in watching animals than they are in meeting and seeking to understand people of different cultures. Seeing an elephant or lion in Africa is seen as more important than meeting Maasai tribespeople. Observing the whales which live below the sea off Iceland and Norway is more interesting than finding out about the fishermen who work above the waves. Yet, ecotourism should be about ecosystems, and ecosystems are about both wildlife and people. Indeed, people are simply another form of animal life, In many ecotourism destinations, the landscape and the wildlife are a direct result of the interaction between humans and the rest of the wildlife. To ecotourists, therefore, both people and wildlife should be of equal importance.